السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحمد أبو العلا with you. Revision of the final examination. The first question that you will face will be to find speaking language functions. ده أول سؤال هتقابله. Read the following situation. هي situations مواقف. الكلاينت بيسأل أو بيكلم الكاستمر سيرفيس بيقول له would you help me open a bank account. طيب الكاستمر سيرفيس هيقول له إيه؟ which of the following is the best response. عايزين أحسن response of the bank club. هيقول له إيه؟ هيقول له how can I help you. تنفع؟ هو بيقول له خلاص open a bank account. أنت عارف هتساعده إزاي يعني. how much shall I pay. محدش قال لك إن أنت هتدفع حاجة. what do you need to do. نعيد السؤال تاني. would you help me open a bank account. الإجابة الصحيحة the best response certainly. what kind of account. إيه نوع الحساب اللي أنت عايز تفتحه. يبقى هنا what kind of account اللي هي certainly. what kind of account. okay ما ننساش يا جماعة. The second question. Read the following. You are explaining to your teacher why you haven't done the homework. انت بتشرح دلوقتي بتقول والله انا كذا او كذا. بتشرح للمدرس ليه انت ما عملتش الواجب. And a colleague keeps interrupting you. واحد من زمايلك اللي قاعدين عمال يقطعك. يقول له ده كان نايم يا استاذ. ده انا شفته بيلعب يا استاذ. Which of the following best expresses your wish to continue talking. هتقول له ايه عشان تكمل. عندي 4 answers. Please let me finish. I am sorry I am so late. Why haven't you done it? لماذا فعلت ذلك? I don't think the homework was easy. The first one is the best one. Please let me finish. لو سمحت خليني أكمل. خليني أخلص كلام. لو سمحت. Okay. يبقى عندي 2 questions will come to me in the speaking section. Okay. Try to understand them, to repeat them. Then the second question of the examination will be reading. Read the text and then answer the questions that follow. You can read the question first or the text first. He said robots have been developing since they first appeared in 1950. نتكلم عن الروبوتس وبدأ امتى. If you think of the jobs robots could never do, you would probably put doctors and teachers at the top of the list. It's easy to imagine robot cleaners and factory workers, but some jobs need human connection and creativity. But are we understanding that robots can do? In some cases, they already perform better than doctors at diagnosing illness. Also, some patients might feel more comfortable sharing personal information with a machine than a person. Could there be a place for robots in education after all? British education expert Anthony Seldon thinks so, and he even has a date for the robot takeover of the classroom. 2027, he predicts robots will do the main job of transferring information and teachers will be like assistants because robots are developing so fast. Intelligent robots will read students' faces, movements, and maybe even brain signals. Then they will adapt the information to each student. It's not a popular opinion, and it's unlikely robots will ever have empathy and the ability to really connect with humans like another human can. One thing is certain, though, a robot teacher is better than no teacher at all. In some parts of the world, there aren't enough teachers, and 9 to 16% of children under the age of 14 don't go to school. That problem could be partly solved by robots because they can teach anywhere and won't get stressed or tired or move somewhere for an easier, higher paid job. Those negative aspects of teaching are something everyone agrees on. Teachers all over the world are leaving because it is a difficult job and they feel overworked. Experts are discussing how robots may help teachers do their jobs. Therefore, they put two conditions for the situation. Firstly, if robots could cut the time teachers spend marking homework and writing reports, it would be a good idea to have them. Also, robots should only have fixed tasks and they should never replace teachers as they really can't. The first question here is, what is the main idea of the text؟ لازم نبقى عارفين إنه الأسئلة دي أسئلة ثابتة مش هتتغير. أسئلة ثابتة ومش هتتغير. Okay? What is the main idea of the text؟ ما هي الفكرة الرئيسية في التكست؟ To warn people about robots. بيحذر. To introduce the history of robots. بيقدم تاريخ الروبوتس. To explain what robots can really do. To present the benefits of using robots. Which one is the main idea? To explain what robots can really do. Yes. Number 4. Which of the following is closest in meaning to underline in paragraph 1? نرجع لباراجراف 1 كده. Diagnosing illness. يعني يشخص يعرف. Acting, bringing, finding out, showing off. Okay, finding out. Right. مظبوط. صح. Based on paragraph 2 انتبه على مسألة paragraph 2 paragraph 3 عشان ترجع مباشرة للباراجراف. Based on paragraph 2, why does Anthony Sell think will do the main job of teachers. ليه؟ Why? They have empathy, they are developing fast, they make it easy for students to learn, they give students the chance to study harder. Which is the best answer? They are developing fast. طبعا لو رجعت للقطعة للتكست نفسه هتجد الإجابات صحيحة 100%. They are developing fast. Match each of the following dates with the detail that corresponds to it. 1950, 2027. الديتس دي بتمثل ايه؟ لو رجعنا للنص نفسه هنجد المسألة سهلة جدا 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 في منتهى السهولة. ارجع للنص كده دور لي على 1950. ايه اللي هيحصل؟ Robots have been developing since they first appeared in 1950. ممكن تجيب الإجابة دي. وهكذا. عرفنا ازاي بنجيب التاريخ، بنجيب الشيء. ادي 2027. نشوف الإجابة النموذجية الموجودة عندنا. ادي أول واحدة. Robots have been developing since they first appeared in 1950 زي ما قلنا كده. والتانية a date for the robot takeover of the classroom 2027. كويس. From paragraph 3, mention 2 reasons why having robot teachers is a good idea. ليه؟ هي good idea. في 2 reasons موجودين عندنا. The first reason لو رجعت للنص a robot teacher is better than no teacher at all. دي موجودة نصا كده. طيب reason number 2 هنجد إنه they can teach anywhere and will not get stressed or tired or move somewhere for an easier or higher paid job. The reason, second reason. Number 8. From paragraph 5, mention 2 conditions of allowing robots to work as teachers' assistant. دي واضحة جدا. كلمة condition موجودة في النص بشكل واضح وصريح. بس الباراجراف ايه؟ 5. ادي condition 1 وادي condition 2. Firstly, if robots could cut the time teachers spend marking homework and writing reports, it would be a good idea to have them. لو رجعنا تاني للنص برضه هتلاقي condition 2. Also, robots should only have fixed tasks and they should never replace teachers as they really can't. Okay? You understand? الأسئلة دي مش هتتغير كتير يا جماعة. انتبهوا. اقعد كرر وجاوب وشوف الكلمات وشوف الطريقة عشان بتجيلك بنفس الصورة. Okay, this is the first and second question that we have.
Thanks to Mr. Ahmed Abul Ola, and now it's time for the vocabulary section. Questions 4, 5, and 6. Question number 4. Read the following. The flat which we rented in London had a relaxing space. It was spacious and overlooked a beautiful garden. Which of the following best fits the gap above? We have 4 options: reaction, character, impression, and atmosphere. Reaction, which means something that you feel or do because of something that has happened or been said. رد فعل. C. Impression. An impression is the opinion or feeling you have about someone or something because of the way they seem. انطباع. D. Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the feeling that an event or place gives you. If you look carefully at the sentence, you can find that we are talking about flat. A flat. And the flat doesn't have a reaction. A flat doesn't have a character. So we should exclude reaction and character. Good. What about the word relaxing? Does relaxing collocate with impression? A relaxing impression? Does the flat give a relaxing impression? No, of course. And the words spacious and beautiful garden in the second clause refer to the atmosphere, the feeling that a place gives you. Question number 5. Read the following, then put the words between brackets in the correct form. So we have 2 words here, major and market, and we need to put them in the correct form. Let's read sentence A. The space of the population in Qatar are now literate thanks to the government's efforts. Great. Here we have the article the before the space and the preposition of after the space. And these are marks that refer to a noun. We need a noun here. Between the brackets, we have the adjective major. But what is the noun from the word major, from the adjective major? It's majority, أغلبية. While in sentence B, the field of what faced a lot of problems since the pandemic struck the world. Also here we have a preposition of, and prepositions are usually followed by a noun or a gerund, a verb ing. So instead of market, it should be changed into marketing. Question number 6. Fill in the gaps with the suitable words from the box. In the box we have 3 words. Loneliness. Loneliness is the unhappiness that is felt by someone because they do not have any friends or do not have anyone to talk to. الوحدة. Tolerance. Tolerance is willingness to allow people to do, say, or believe what they want without criticizing or punishing them. التسامح. And finally, we have ignorance. And ignorance is lack of knowledge or information about something. الجهل. Let's read the first sentence. Some people suffer from what? Because they cannot make friends. Here we have 2 clues. Suffer, which refers to a negative word, and the phrase cannot make friends. So I think the correct word here that fits the gap is loneliness. B. As a Muslim country, the residents of Qatar enjoy what and respect? Here we have two clues, enjoy and respect. And these words refer to a positive word. And the positive word here is tolerance. تسامح. C. My teacher was shocked by my what of the topic he was introducing yesterday. So my teacher, shocked, and topic. These are clues for the third word, which is ignorance. Now with the grammar section. Question 7. Read the following. Jabir told me that he, space, stay up late last night to watch his favorite TV program. Here we have a very important clue, last night. Last night refers to the past, and in the options A, B, C, and D, will, must, had to, and has to. Only one option that refers to the past, which is had to. اضطر أن. Question 8. Correct the verbs in brackets. In this type of questions, correcting the words or correcting the verbs, we need to pay so much attention to the words before the space or before the word in brackets. For example, here we have the word enough. When we use enough in English, we can find that or we can note that it is usually followed by a full infinitive, which means to plus the base form. So Nora isn't tall enough to reach. Nora isn't tall enough to reach the shelf. We can give another example when we say, I am not smart enough to answer the question. I am not old enough to apply for the job. Sentence B. I have always enjoyed spend with my family. The word enjoy or the verb enjoy is usually followed by a gerund verb ing. So I can say I enjoy reading. I enjoy watching TV. So I have always enjoyed spending time with my family. Question number 9. Fill in the spaces with the correct tag question. When you are asked to write a tag question, you should read the first part of the sentence very carefully and focus on the verb. Here in sentence A, we have he is. When you have a positive or an affirmative verb, you should change it into a negative one. Isn't. Then use the pronoun. Isn't he? Isn't he? Sentence B. She always cooks delicious food. Here we have an affirmative sentence without an auxiliary, but you can note that the verb here cooks has an S, which refers to the present simple tense, and in the present simple tense we use don't or doesn't. Here the subject is she, so we should use doesn't. Doesn't she? And finally with question number 10, correct the verb in brackets. A. If I had enough money, I travel to London in the summer. Here we have a conditional sentence. And if you look at the verb here, if I had is the past form of have. So this is type 2, conditional type 2. And when you have a past form after F or in the F clause, you should have would plus the infinitive in the main clause. So if I had enough money, I would travel. If I studied hard, I would get high marks. B. My cousin suggested rent a jet ski in the weekend. The verb suggest here is usually followed by a gerund, verb ing. So if you see the verb suggest, at once add an ing to the verb. Rent should become renting. My cousin suggested renting a jet ski in the weekend.
Now we will deal with the last question of the examination. In this section, you will respond to one writing prompt. Choose only one topic. في الامتحان هيجيلك to choose only one topic. واحد بس. ما تكتبش اتنين. The first one, topic A, write a letter to Mr. Yusuf Ali, the manager of the real estate company, complaining, sticky, about the bad service you had at a complex where you rented a flat last March. Your name is in Naif. The following notes may help you. Price, هنشتكي على ايه؟ على البرايس، السعر، AC, TV, cleanliness. Make sure your ideas are well organized and pay attention to your grammar and punctuation. انتبه وانت بتكتب. بطبيعة الحال في الكومبلينت ليتر هنجد انه الليتر اوف كومبلينت او كومبلينت ليتر بنكتب دير مستر. لو جاني اسم الشخص اوكي اكتب، ما جانيش يبقى مستر واعمل داش واكتب مدى. لو هي كمباني، هوتيل، سنتر، ريستورانت، اوكي اكتب. تمام كده؟ مفهوم. I have been a loyal customer to your company أو هوتيل أو سنتر أو ريستورانت أو compound أو لا. However, I am writing this letter to express my dissatisfaction with the bad service I had there. اهو دلوقتي انت كتبت له بقى dissatisfaction يعني عدم الرضا للباد سيرفيس، للخدمه السيئه. My complaint is about، شكوتك عن ايه بقى؟ اما ان هي برودكت بوت يو هاف بوت، بضاعه انت اشتريتها، روم او فلات انت رنتد اجرتها، كورس اي ريجستد ان سجلت فيه، ميل اوردر طلبت الميل وجات لك بارده، جات لك سيئه، جات لك كذا. ماشي، يبقى نكتب ديت my dissatisfaction وتكتب له البروبلم was a problem with the. ماشي، ونبتدي نكتب. بنكتب بقى to my surprise the salesperson أو receptionist أو waiter wasn't helpful، ما كانش متعاون معايا. تمام؟ يبقى هكتب I'm writing this letter to complain about كذا 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 كذا، واكتب له الشكوى نفسها. I'm writing now أو I'm writing this letter to ask you to solve this problem. أنا بكتب لك هذا الخطاب عشان تحل لي المشكلة. Either by refunding me، إما إن أنت ترد لي مالي، تعوضني، or by changing the، إذا كانت هي flat in a compound يبقى هتقول له changing the building، changing the villa. Okay. changing the room لو انت هوتيل، وهكذا. في الآخر خالص هتقول له I look forward to hearing from you. أتطلع للسماع منكم. كويس؟ I look forward to hearing from you. لأي حاجة، مش شرط إن هو يكون منتج، مش شرط إن هي تكون something you rented، لا. أي حاجة هتقول له I look forward to hearing from you. لو أنت تعرف الشخص هتكتب له yours sincerely. لو أنت ما تعرفوش هتكتب له yours faithfully. أوكي؟ يبقى عندنا ديت، وهن إيه؟ ديت خطاب سهل ما فيهوش مشكله. كومبلينت ليتر موجود عندي في صفحه 117، لو حابب ارجع له في الكتاب موجود عندي في صفحه 117. بعد كده توبيك بي، هنلاقي توبيك بي write an essay of 120 إلى 180 words on the advantage and disadvantage. ده هيجي لك عن مزايا وعيوب. argumentative نقاش of having many siblings. يعني ايه many siblings؟ يعني members of family، أعضاء كتير في الأسرة. You have 5 brothers, you have 5 sisters, and father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, and you have about 10 uncles, okay, and 10 aunts وهكذا. هل ده كأسر كبيرة ليها مزايا وليها عيوب؟ Try to write about the advantage and disadvantage of having many siblings. Make sure your ideas are well organized and pay attention to your grammar and punctuation. والموضوع ده إن شاء الله لما هتكتبوه، لما تشتغلوا عليه، هنكتب لكم إحنا نموذج ليه إن شاء الله هتلاقوه على المنصة الرئيسية للمدرسة في جريد 11. أتمنى أكون وصلت لكم الموضوع بصورة سهلة. حاولوا إن أنتوا تكتبوه كمان، اللي هيسمع حاولوا تكتبوا عشان تمتحنوا سبيكينج، وده هيبقى أفضل كتير بالنسبة. أتمنى ليكم النجاح إن شاء الله. I hope that you do well and you pass this year. Thank you very much.